Oh, I liked that. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
New Country 101.3 KFDI. That new song from John Party and Luke Bryan, that is tasty. Cowboys and Plowboys, going to play it a lot today. You can listen to it right now, again, if you want, over at KFDI.com in the Country Music Minutes. That is the proper way to start Friday. Well, I mean, that and we got to do this.
Friday, Friday, Friday is my favorite day.
Yes, it is.
Monday's a bummer, Tuesday's a pits, Wednesday's only fair, Thursday's almost there.
I don't know. I kind of like Wednesday.
But Friday, Friday, Friday is my favorite day.
And here it is. Friday the 13th. Woo! Plenty going on. I'm going to hear from Ronald McDonald House. Going to hear from Riley Green later this morning at 7:10. Talk about his new album, Ain't My Last Rodeo. Fall fashion, stuff going on around Wichita. Your weekend. I mean, look, plenty to share, plenty to do. You can always get in touch with me, 844-436-1013. Talk, text. Don't forget you can use that open mic feature on the KFDI app. Good morning to you. I appreciate you hanging out. I do. It's currently 54 and breezy. I looked to see if there was a wind chill. Technically, there's not, but it feels great this morning.
Check this out. That's Trending with JJ. Online now.
JJ's That's Trending is powered by Midwest Kia. Israel's war with Hamas has all signs pointing toward a ground invasion. In the meantime, Israel is asking the United Nations for help to evacuate over 1.1 million people from the area. eBay Motors is selling rolling coal cars. That is the allegation from the Department of Justice, saying the company tampered with the emission systems of 343,000 vehicles and then sold them. If found guilty, fines could reach into the billions. In addition to bribery charges, embattled Democratic Senator Robert Menendez of New Jersey has been charged with acting as a foreign agent to the Egyptian government. A couple of things to check out in Wichita this weekend. Beer Fest, Blocktoberfest kicks off tonight at Nafsker Park. Tomorrow it's Cars, Tunes, and Barbecue with Station 8 Barbecue to benefit Wichita Animal Action League. And don't forget about the Ring of Fire, the annular solar eclipse. And as the death of physical media continues, Best Buy just announced it will stop selling CDs, DVDs, and video games in their physical form as early as the first quarter of 2024. As more and more discs become obsolete, expect some really fun, crafty, and nostalgic things to pop up on Etsy and the TikTok shop. And that's trending.
JJ's Star Spangled Salute.
JJ's Star Spangled Salute is brought to you by Midwest Kia. Today, JJ's Star Spangled Salute honors Army veteran Eric Seufert. In the service, he flew Black Hawk helicopters. In his civilian life, he serves his patrons at his brewery and his community with his generosity. 105 West Brewing is a no-tip brewery, where if customers insist on leaving money, it goes to charity. In his brewery, veterans are honored, and thanks to his thriving business, he has probably given over $300,000 to local charitable causes. His one bit of advice to people? Be generous. Thank you, Eric, for your generosity, and thank you for your service. But CandyStore.com, considered pretty much the source when it comes to figuring out what the top trending Halloween candy is in each state. Their latest survey, their latest report, their latest data is out. I got some questions. I got some highlights for you. First of all, Ohio. Their favorite Halloween candy is the Blow Pop. Y'all need to get out more in Ohio. Just saying. Nevada. Hershey's Mini Bars, which kind of makes sense in a state with tons of mini bars. Mississippi, Three Musketeers. I didn't even know they still made those, if I'm being 100% honest. Minnesota, hot tamales. Ain't nobody eating hot tamales. No one has ever said, in my circle of friends and family, no one has ever said, man, I could go for a box of hot tamales right now. Look, you might as well eat hand warmers. New Mexico, also hot tamales. Isn't it hot enough there already? Try a nice, cool, refreshing peppermint patty. Seriously. And here's what's going on in Utah, and this is what I don't understand. The only state in the union to eat candy corn as their favorite candy for Halloween is Utah. So for all of you who like candy corn, here's the deal. You can all move to Utah so we can keep an eye on all you savages and contain you to one certain part of the country.
JJ's Country Music Minute.
Today in country news.
The Country Music Minute is brought to you by Rusty Eck Ford. Lots of new music today. Riley Green's new album, Ain't My Last Rodeo. Kylie Morgan's new album, Make It Up As I Go. And surprise, a new single from John Party featuring Luke Bryan called Cowboys and Plowboys. And you get the new Country Friday premiere all day on KFDI. Is Morgan Wallen dating reality star Kristen Cavallari? Well, it's a solid schmaybe. Congrats to Thomas Rhett and wife Lauren, who just celebrated their 11th wedding anniversary. Yellowstone fans, you're not going to get any closure. It looks like part 2 of season 5 is not going to be a thing for the foreseeable future. Jason Isbell is not being shy about his opinions on Oliver Anthony and his song Richmond North of Richmond, saying, quote, "There's something there, but that's the song you should have written when you were 16, and then when you were 19, you should have rewritten it without the part about hating people on welfare, and then when you were 20, you throw the whole thing out and write another song," end quote. And Miranda Lambert continues to live her best life, climbing back into the saddle for her first horse show in 4 years.
Keep the country on all day.
More country music news at KFDI.com and the 101.3 KFDI app.
Talking about the Ronald McDonald House. Ronald McDonald House does amazing things, and they got a great event coming up on Thursday. It is Rock with Doc, the events director for Ronald McDonald House, my new friend Haley Gribble, in studio to talk more about it. So this is all put together to benefit Ronald McDonald House, yeah?
That's right.
So I love the Ronald McDonald House and what they do. I have a couple of experiences with them. One through my work with St. Jude, and they explained to me what they do out there for the kiddos and their families. But my stepson at the time was playing football, and he broke his femur.
Oh, my gosh.
And had to travel over an hour away to a hospital that could repair it, basically. Yeah. And in Charlottesville, Virginia, they had a Ronald McDonald House, and because it was a long drive, and they allowed myself and my wife at the time to stay there and be close to him, which was good. So I appreciate what they do and what the Ronald McDonald House does. So
that's awesome. Thank you for saying that.
It is a great charity. If I haven't told everyone everything there is to know about Ronald McDonald House, fill in the blank. So what is it they do?
Yeah, so we are a charity, and we house families with sick or injured kids, kind of like yourself at the time. We provide housing for them and also food. A lot of people don't know that. We do 3 meals a day for them as well, for however long that their child is receiving medical care in Wichita. So we will give them a place to stay, food to eat, anything that they need, care and comfort, so that they can be with their child and just focus on that, and we'll try to take care of everything else.
Feeling normal is so important, right?
Totally.
Whether it's board games, doing puzzles, being able to cook a meal, any of that. And I think it's really great what you do. Now,
Thank you.
This service doesn't come cheap, right?
Correct. Yes.
So you have to,
unfortunately.
You have to have fundraisers. And I love this one. Tell me more about Rock with Doc. What's going on?
Yeah. So this is our fall fundraiser. This is our second annual Rock with Doc. We did our first one last year. It was a great success. So we're doing it again this year. It's at the B29 Dock Hangar. And we will be having live and silent auctions. We'll have complimentary cocktails. We'll have food stations from different local Wichita restaurants. We will also have live music and obviously an inspiring program at the end featuring our family of the year.
Certainly. And I love events like this for a couple of reasons. The silent auction, live auction stuff. I always say this is a great opportunity for you to possibly get something at a really affordable price.
Yeah.
But also, as you're going to an event like this, or any event like this that has a silent auction or a live auction, pay attention to the businesses that have contributed and believed in your mission, because, you can then go out and support them because they support this cause that you believe in.
That's so true, and that's a really good point. We've had so many generous businesses in Wichita just giving us things for free so that we can try to make money to help these families. I love that you said that. That's great.
We really are a generous community. So if I wanted to buy tickets, how do I get them?
Yes. So tickets are on sale at www.rockwithdoc.org. You can still get individual tickets. You can also buy a table if that's something your business would want to do for 10 seats. But yeah, tickets are going fast. We'd love to have everybody in a week from today.
Okay. So what I should ask, the really important question.
Sure.
What do I wear?
Oh, yes. It is cocktail attire.
Okay.
So get out your, cute dresses, slacks, and yes, that is the attire for the evening.
So no Chewbacca Crocs and a pair of shorts. Got it. Okay.
Hey, we wouldn't turn you away.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. So Rock with Doc, it's coming up on the 19th. Again, go to the website to find out more. Support the Ronald McDonald House and all the businesses supporting them. Haley, thanks so much for coming in.
Hi, JJ. 5-1, baby.
I mean, it was Denver. We kind of expected it.
You know what 5 plus 1 is, JJ?
6?
The maximum number of wins you'll get this year. Add 2 to that equation. equation, and that'll be the number of times in a row we've won over the AFC West when the season is over.
Subtract 5 from 6, and that's the number of interceptions my QB has thrown. How many has Patrick thrown?
Why don't I just go ahead and walk up 3 games for this weekend?
I thought so.
Game 1, Vikings and Bears. For the Vikings, Jefferson is out, and they only have 1 win. The Bears want to prove their 1 win is not a fluke, and it isn't. They make 2 in a row. Take the Bears. Game 2. There's no way Cleveland beats the 49ers, right? Brock Purdy has yet to throw an interception. The offense and defense are playing at a high level. Cleveland's defense will keep in a close game, but it's too much San Francisco. Take the 49ers. Game 3. Monday Night Football. Cowboys and Chargers. A revenge game here for Chargers offensive coordinator Kellen Moore, and he got something to prove. The Chargers are healthy. The Cowboys are left shaking their head after last week's beatdown. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it comes down to which coach makes the fewest mistakes. Take the Chargers in a close one. Oh, and go Chiefs.
Morning.
Riley Green, hello.
How you doing?
I'm really great. Great to talk to you. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it has. We've been busy.
Yeah, certainly. And you're finishing 2023 strong. Got a brand new album. Congratulations on the new album, Ain't My Last Rodeo.
Thank you.
And single, jumping into the top 20. Different round here. Congratulations on that, too.
Yeah, man, it's awesome to see that song getting played on the radio and see fans sing it louder and louder every week.
Now, last time we spoke, we talked about the influence of your grandpas on everything you do, and there's a little bit of them on this record as well. But I got a question. I mean, grandparents typically let you get away with stuff that mom and dad would disapprove of. Can you think back when you were a kid, your grandparents let you get away with something in particular that your mom and dad would be like, no, we don't let him do that?
Oh, we'd stay up all night. That was the main thing. Me and Granddad Buford would stay up and watch TV all night. Mom would have me in the bed. It was just, it was like a vacation going over to your grandparents' house, you know, and I think, yeah, they're a little more, they tend to spoil the grandkids. It's not like your mom and dad, you know.
Yeah, as they should. So you hung out with Wisconsin football here recently, hashtag Badger for a day. Cole Swindell dragged you a little bit on that. Cheerleaders, did they ask you to be like the base of that pyramid or do any stunts with them while you were there?
No, they didn't want. All they did was let me shoot the T-shirt cannon. That's all they did. But it was a great time. The atmosphere was really cool, and you know, growing up in Alabama and the Southeastern Conference, you know, going to Alabama and Auburn games, it was cool to see what it's like up north, and the fans were, you know, it was pretty similar.
You get any cheese curds while you were there, like real cheese curds?
I didn't. I usually make sure and stop, but we were kind of in and out, so
okay.
I'll have to make another trip.
Got to get the squeaky ones. Those are the really authentic ones from what I hear. So,
okay.
Singer, songwriter, now underwear model. Going to do any acting down the road?
Man, I guess we'll do whatever they ask. You know, never thought I'd be doing any underwear modeling, but it was a cool little bit they came up with, and they were great to work with. It was a cool partnership.
And good for you for putting yourself out there, man. I mean, because not everyone can be that brave and be like, okay, here I am. You know,
I don't know if I knew what I was getting myself into, but it turned out all right, I guess.
But I mean, for a guy who clearly doesn't skip arms day or chest day, I mean, what are you benching these days?
I don't. My shoulders are too bad to do too much. I don't do a lot of heavy weight. I do a lot more reps.
Okay, fair enough. You announced the new tour. Next year, you're going to be stopping at one spot, Red Rocks in May. Is this your first time at Red Rocks, or you've been there before?
It is my first time. I've been looking forward to the show for a while now.
Oh, that is a magical spot. But I got to ask you. Carl the Corgi. Now, I saw that video of you making Carl run up the stairs at Jacksonville Stadium. You ain't going to make him run the stairs at Red Rocks, are you?
I think that would be a pretty iconic picture. You know, he's got a pretty popular Instagram account, so maybe he gets some footage of him running up and down the stairs, and he'll get a few likes on that.
I know. He's more popular than I am.
He's almost more popular than me.
Well,
so
okay.
I'm in the same boat.
Don't let it go to his head. Hey, I wanted to thank you for doing that Saw series during the pandemic. I think that was really important. What was the biggest challenge you faced when you were off the road?
Well, it was definitely, from a creative standpoint, not being in front of fans. You know, fortunately, we have the social media where we can kind of stay connected and interact, but not being able to play live shows and really see, you know, the reaction to new songs and new lines, and you know, because I get so much of my writing's kind of modeled around my live show and what I think's missing or what I think fans will really relate to. So it was tough not playing shows for a year.
Yeah, I bet so. What do you want your legacy to be?
I didn't even know I was going to have one of those. Well,
I mean, your name's on a couple of buildings down in Jacksonville. So once you start getting your names on buildings, you got to have an answer, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so, man. I would just it's obviously great to be able to make a living playing country music, and if you can give back in some small way, it just makes it that much more enjoyable. So it's nice to be able to give back to a place that helped me get where I am in my career. Jacksonville kind of put me on their shoulders in a lot of ways when I was starting out, and it's helped me get where I am today.
New album, again, is Ain't My Last Rodeo. Take me through it. I mean, how does as a listener to all the tracks from start to finish, what am I going to experience?
Well, there's a lot of different types of songs on this album, which is something I'm really happy about. There's a couple of collaborations, Jelly Rolls on a song with me, which I think people probably wouldn't be expecting that. And there's a lot of songs that are very much what I've done from the very beginning, and then there's some stuff that's a little bit different. And I just try to really give fans what I think is what they're looking for when they come to my live show, and add some music that I think will make that show even better.
I love it. All right, couple of food questions before I let you go here. One, your mama used to take you to the mall for Chinese food after guitar lessons. What was your go-to order on the Chinese food menu?
The barbecue chicken. I think it was chicken, but it was called barbecue chicken.
And finish this question. Fill in the blank. It is not Thanksgiving unless what is on the table?
Sweet potato casserole.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Well, listen, Riley Green, again, great catching up with you. It's been a couple of years, and I'm so happy that you got this new album out. Friday the 13th is going to be a lucky day for you. I'm sure of that.
I appreciate it, man. We're looking forward to it. Thanks for having us on.
JJ's That's Awesome Story.
Just wanna tell you, I think that you're awesome. Everything is awesome.
Would you dig through the garbage for a complete stranger? Would you? I mean, well, this is a great story. So, my guy Craig lost his front teeth like in a fight or something like 5 years ago. And never got used to the partial that was in the front, so he'd take it out and he'd put it in a napkin whenever he was eating. He was a regular at the Long John Silver's in San Antonio on his way home from work. Well, we get absent-minded. We start thinking about stuff, and, well, he forgot that his partial denture was in the napkin that he threw in the garbage and panicked. That's like a $600, piece of denture apparatus. He calls the manager, and without hesitation, Stella is coming to the rescue. She put on some gloves, wheeled out to the garbage, and dug through meticulously until she found it. He was incredibly grateful. Shared the story on social media, and that's where the story takes a turn because the incident led to a Cash for Kindness reward. It's an organization that comes together through local media down there. And Cash for Kindness rolled back up into Long John Silver's and rewarded Stella with $1,000. Just to say thanks for being a decent human being and who's willing to dig through the garbage for someone who was in distress. Because that's awesome.
Just wanna tell you, I think that you're awesome.
Let's jump right into fall as we have, but I don't think we've really dug deep like this. Very specific. Because this time of year you start switching out your wardrobe, right? You got that one specific favorite thing that you wear that makes it fall for you, that shows a shift in the seasons, a change in the seasons. At 844-436-1013. Now, for those of you who know me, you would think that mine would be like a Los Angeles Chargers jersey or hoodie or something like that. And while I do wear my share of that stuff, that is not, for me, something that signifies the coolness and comfort of fall of this time of year. Like if I were going to go out to an event or a fire pit or something like that, chances are I'd probably have this hoodie on. It's my Acadia National Park hoodie. It's just big, like both me and my wife Amy could get inside this thing. It's just big and warm and cozy. Got a big floppy hood that goes over my big fat head. So it's not like one of those really tight hoods that you have trouble. Yeah, it's everything. It's just, I'll sleep in it. I'll rake leaves in it. It's fantastic. So for me, specifically, it's my Acadia National Park hoodie that once I've got that on, I know it's fall. What's yours? Is it a hoodie? Is it a hat? Is it a jacket? Is it a pair of boots? Very specific now. Let me know. Shelly says, go-to thing for fall is big fluffy hoodie that see that. You cannot go wrong with the big fluffy hoodie. Double thick socks, says Stacy. She knows it's fall when she puts those double thick socks on. Yeah, man. Warm, cozy feet all held in, squeezed in there. Michelle, the Ugg boots. The pink Ugg boots. That's fantastic. And Callie says her curvy girl sweatpants. So comfy, her favorite during the fall. KFDI, it is not fall until you put that one specific thing on. What is it?
My insulated waterproof pants.
Insulated waterproof pants.
Yes.
Okay, so, it's funny. And on some of their tables, they have like fleece-lined pants. And I'm thinking to myself, God almighty, they just sound hot. But I suppose if you only wear them when it's cool out, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's totally redneck, but my Carhartt coat, it is as thick as they come. Look, that ain't redneck. You do you, Adam. I mean, that is perfect for fall and hunting and all that, right? Tina says my Snuggie, and she even included a picture. And the best thing about that is the pockets. I think, ladies, men, we can all agree, pockets, quite possibly the greatest invention next to the wheel. My bottom sheet on my bed has pockets on each side so you can slip your phone and your remote in there so you never lose them. Pockets. Greatest invention ever.
How fast can you run? Will you escape? JJ's Beat the Bobcat on KFDI.
Hey there, Scott.
Yeah.
Scott, you are from Bel Air. Love spending time with family. You do the Friday night pizza night and a movie, which is a tradition in our house, too. You work for Smithfield Foods. And the big news, dude, congratulations, new grandson, your very first grandbaby. That is incredible.
Yes, it is.
All right.
It's awesome.
Yep, you enjoy that. What's the grandbaby's name?
Walker.
Walker, nice. All right, so now let's make sure you have plenty of memories to make with Walker, but you got to survive. Beat the Bobcat. To do it, I'll give you a category and yell, run! You'll take off running as fast as you can, and in 20 seconds or less, give me 10 things in that category that make sense without repeating yourself. You do that, you survive, and you get that $25 gift card to Fuzzy's Taco Shop. You ready?
Sounds great.
All right, here we go, Scott. In 20 seconds, name 10 animals that do not lay eggs. Ready? Run!
Cows, dogs, cats, rabbits, horses, zebras, giraffes, elephants, bobcats, lions.
Boom. Man, that was solid. You pretty much could have said every mammal except like the platypus. That would have thrown you for a curve. Scott, congratulations. You got that $25 gift card to Fuzzy's Taco Shop. Next chance to beat the Bobcat and be like Scott. Monday morning, 8:50 on New Country 101.3.